So my name is Beatrice Bettoni and I'm from Italy. I'm a plus size model. What do you want to know about me?
Thank you for doing this chat. So what was your introduction into modeling? Because I know you've been doing this for a very long time.
Yes, I'm a model since 9 years, but I did like a second job. I was studying at high school, and my friend, she lived in Arizona, and she said there are the curvy model, plus size model. So I think it looks good to try to be a model. What about send your picture to an agency? I say, why not? Like, you know, I needed a job to pay my stuff. So I just sent a picture to my agency, and is my mother agency since 9 years. So we start together, they scouted me, and yes, I sent the picture and I was very, very happy. They answered me and say, okay, we can do it. We can try to start together.
Where was this agency at?
In Milano. The name is Beautiful Models. I'm start with them. They scouted me, and now they are also my mother agency since 9 years. So I never left them because, you know, and I'm very happy with them. So when I start modeling like a game, like a joke, but then now I'm a full-time model. So I'm happy to say that, you know.
How are the rates in Milan compared to other countries in Europe and compared to the US?
So I think the fee for a day in Milano is not that high. So when people try to model in Milano, they have to know that the clients don't pay a lot because the rate is totally different. I think the best country when I work is in Germany. Germany pay a lot, and the the north of Europe. And also USA, the rate is very nice. So in Milan is not really. There are a lot of budget, but a lot of people to pay. You know, when I do a shooting in Milano, there are like 20 people sometimes, 15 people. They pay for lunch, they pay for breakfast, and so there are budget, but not a lot for model.
And you're saying it's 15 people, but you think Milan and you think fashion capital, you think, you know, luxury. Is the cost of living what's driving down the price models get, or is this not valued? I don't understand.
No, okay, I mean, what I do in Milano is a normal shooting because in Milano, you know, we are like, not a lot of jobs for a plus size model. So what I do is very normal job, like a campaign sometimes if I'm lucky, e-commerce. So for us, like plus size model get a bigger fee for a day because there aren't a lot of curvy model in Italy, but there are a lot of clients, a lot of jobs. So if you do the high fashion, they pay a lot. If you do a normal job, not really. I mean, I'm happy to work in Milano because nice clients, nice people, but if I have to compare the fee, here is better. Germany is better.
And from a percentage point, what percent does Milan make up of your revenue?
A lot.
50, is 80% maybe?
40%.
40%?
40%.
That's not a lot.
It's
less than half of your income.
No, not really, because and they ask also the 20%, so we get the same money. Like my agents get the same money of me, and if you go to Paris, they get the 70%, so it's a lot. But the other country, like Germany is 25%, Spain 25%, other countries 20%. So Milano is the double, it's 40%.
What country do you work the most in?
I'm happy to say that I work a lot in France, in Germany, and Italy, honestly, yeah.
Okay. Were you always a plus size model? Did you come in as a plus size model, or were you?
I think I'm born like this. This is my body since I was 1 year old, you know.
Yeah, I mean, some people's body changes over time.
No, I didn't change. Sometimes, you know, I lose kilograms, sometimes I take kilograms, but my body is like this. A lot of curves, and I will say chubby, but in a good way, you know, like.
I understand.
This is me. I don't want to change my body. I like my body like this, so I'm happy.
When did you start working in the US?
So I start to work 1 year ago that I get a visa. Now I have my agency and I have a job tomorrow. I'm new in this market, and I think it takes time to get into the New York market. And you know, this is why I'm doing back and forth from Europe to here, because I don't want to lose all my clients in Europe. But I would like to have a chance to work here.
What advice would you give to a model that's trying to work in 2 different countries?
Be patient a
Be
lot.
patient. Okay.
Yeah, I don't be afraid of the jet lag. But I'm just kidding. Like, it depends what do you want to do. Of course, traveling a lot sometimes makes that you will miss your best friend party, or you have to decide what to do. Stay in your comfort zone in your city with your friends, or travel. And I decided to travel because I think it was one of my best dreams in my life, like travel for work. But I didn't expect my jobs will be a model. So sometimes I like when you want to try to work in both countries, you have to calm down and say sometimes it's gonna happen, sometimes not. Like I spent a summer here doing nothing with another agency, but I'm very straight of what I want to do. So I gave to New York another chance, and so this is why I'm back here in October, and I got 2 jobs in 1 week. So sometimes you have to
Be patient.
go straight, be patient.
When you previously came to New York, was that trip a wash, or because you basically had to come out of your pocket, pay for living, pay for food?
Yeah, I
and
waste a lot of money
Waste a
and
lot of
time.
money. Okay.
I mean, I'm the kind of person that don't cry at home if there is something wrong in her life. So I try to make the best, go out for a walk, discover and visit in New York in the best way, maybe meet new people or write a photo. We shoot together last time. So I try my best to do something, but sometimes a model have to do the 50% of the job. The other 50% is from the agency, and if you don't have a good agency, you can do by yourself. It's very hard. If you are in a new market, it's terrible. Like me alone in Milan is different because I know the client, I know everyone, but here no friend, nothing, no agency. So yes, I think for a model, she can stay home waiting for a job. She have to do something, like post something on Instagram, ask for a photographer to shoot, go out, go to the museum, do something.
What tips would you give somebody to look for in an agency to make sure it's a good one? Because a lot of it is fit. Some agencies can do something with your look and others can't. So is it all on the agency, or is it a little bit of you may not be the right fit for that agency? What pointers would you give to navigate seeing if you're a right fit for an agency?
I mean, if an agency chooses you, so there are two different agencies, I think. The fake one, they'd ask you pay a lot of money
Up
to
front.
do like a test, 500, saying if they ask you for money, it's a fake agency. A good agency choose you. So if you are a wrong fit for them, they will never say, yes, come in my agency, because they will waste time to give you jobs or casting that you will never take. So I think the best for me when I'm looking for a new agency is try all the agency, meet the people there, and then you feel if it fit for you or not. But an agency, if an agency is not good for you, they will never sign with you because they say you're not going to work. I mean, like if you're totally wrong. Sometimes the agencies say, yeah, this boy, these girls have a chance, but you're not perfect for the client, because it's not about the agency, it's about the client. Because if tomorrow my agency have a lot of clients that want like a brunette, black woman, I'm not in,
Okay, you're out.
So it's about the clients.
How is it working with American crews and Italian crews? Do you see a difference in the style, the pace of the day, the way you approach the content? Do you see any difference in working in different countries?
I mean, so it's funny because I work with a lot of team and different language. I'm Italian, so sometimes I have to spend one day with the German people and they speak only German. So I think I can say it's a country team. Any person, any photographer has a different attitude and behavior. But what I can see in the USA, people, they're very easygoing and friendly. And in Milano now it's funny because everyone wants to be stressed about modeling. When you go on set, sometimes I say to my friend, we are not saving people. We'll take a picture, please come down, because sometimes people rushing all day, like we're taking a picture, So it's important sometimes to focus on what we are doing and not be too much stressed. So with the German team, this is very good because they knew the time they start and they finish, and they take, like a little break. They work hard, but they are very organized.
Structured.
Yeah, so I like the kind of team because we're taking a picture. It's a nice job. We're not doing something bad.
How do you handle taxes and getting paid in all these countries? Does your agent forward the money to you? Is it like net 30? Do you have to pay taxes in Germany? Then you pay taxes in the US?
Yeah, so I will pay tax in Italy. From like if someone pay me, I will pay tax in Italy. There is a number that I can work all over the Europe and I will pay tax in Italy. But I'm not good in it. I have people that do for me, and they told me what I do right now to be very clean and easy with my money. If you give me money, I put like 30% in another bank account and I will save my money to pay tax. So if you call me, Bea, you have to pay the tax. I have my own money, you know.
That's smart.
I don't want to risk to spend my money to go out for the restaurant. Once I get the money for a job, I save the money for the tax.
That's a lot of self-control. When did you get that self-control? Did you get hit with a tax bill once and you were
the first day they pay me, I say I have to do that because I'm Virgo. I don't know, maybe I'm too much organized, but I want to make sure because that money are not my money. So if you pay me 1,000, it's not all my money.
When you come to the US, how do you handle lodging? Do you look for your own place? Does your agent help you to find a place to stay? How does that work?
So there are a lot of models apartments that I tried once last November just for 1 week, and I met these incredible girls from all over the world, because one was from Poland, another one from Canada, so Canada. But right now what I'm doing, looking for a place like a crazy girl 1 month before to come here. There are a few websites because I think I need my room, my space, because I'm 28 years old, I'm not a baby anymore, and I don't want to share the room. There is no problem to share a room for 1 day, for 1 week, but I need my space, my time. And so when I came here, yes, my agency can help me to find a model apartment, but I prefer to find an apartment by myself. There are many websites where you can find something.
Okay. What does your typical work look like? Because from what I understand, you shoot a lot of lingerie clients.
Yeah.
What percent of your income is lingerie and what percent is commercial? So would you say 80% lingerie, 10% commercial, another 10% beauty, or what's the breakdown?
I think I will say like 60% lingerie.
60%
then
is lingerie.
The e-commerce a lot, because like in Germany I do a lot of e-coms, but lingerie e-coms. So I will say 80% lingerie, campaign, picture, videos, e-com, everything lingerie, and then other clients like normal clothes.
Clothing.
Yeah.
Did it take time for you to build up that confidence to be in front of so many people in lingerie, or is that something you understand the excitement, you just go do it?
I think it's something that you can do day by day, you know, because of course when I started to be a model, I was very shy to take off my clothes in front of everyone. Now I'm very easygoing with that because we are working. Last summer, my manager, my model agency, so from my model agency, she came on set with me and I was like naked with lingerie in front of 40 people, a lot of people, and she asked me, Bea, how can you do that? You know, like, well, I go to the beach, I go on holiday, it's the same things. When you go to the beach, you go to the holiday, you take off your clothes, you are in bikini, and all the people can see you. So what's the difference if I do in front of the camera? So now I'm very open in like.
How do you shape your book? How do you decide what you want to add to it, what to take away? Because you said you shoot a lot of lingerie, you also do some fashion. How do you decide when it's time to put new images from this category or that category into your book?
I think your agent have to tell you, you know, because sometimes I say I would like to add more picture in this way, but they say, yeah, but it's not going to work because client want to, when they see you something, you know, sometimes I want to be very mad in the picture, very, you know, strong attitude, but for German clients, they want me smiling all the time and be very sweet. So your agent build your book and they say, oh, Bea, maybe we need a few picture with a smile, less picture with a strong attitude, or, you know. So we decide together. But I'm very happy with my agency because I can say, I don't like this picture, so maybe I can try to do something different, and when we work together. So they have to be happy, I have to be happy.
So I come across two types of models in this industry. There are those who really look at modeling as a creative outlet and an art form, and there are some models who are like, this is my job.
Okay.
What category do you fall in? Would you be modeling if this was not your job? Would you say, hey, I creatively want to get in front of a camera and express myself? Or are you just like, this is my job, I get paid, I enjoy it, I love it?
This is my job. I will definitely say this is my job. Because if tomorrow say, Bea, you will get the same money and you will travel all over the world doing something different, probably will say yes, you know.
Okay.
Because I love this job. I think I'm very good with it, but I didn't want it to be a model. When I was young, it wasn't my dream, you know. So I discovered day by day, like, okay, this is my job. I do my best. I love my job a lot because I meet new people all the time, but I don't have this model attitude all day long, you know.
What do you, when you were younger, what did you want to be? What were you
A
interested?
doctor,
Oh,
something
you wanna be a
like that,
doctor, okay.
yeah, something, or an architecture. So I tried to went to the university as an interior design because my granddad, he was an architecture, and my family is very into art. My mom, she do a lot of stuff, and me too, I'm a painter sometimes. So I think my family is very into art. And I love it. And for me, modeling, it wasn't an option for the future. It's something that happened, and I think, yeah, this is my job because I'm very good at it. So day by day, I start to love this job a lot. And I think, you know, sometimes people pretend to be a model, but they are not the attitude. I think I have the attitude, and I think it's a good job for me. I fit for this job. But I don't live for it. If I spend 1 month without taking a picture, I'm okay, you know.
You don't get the itch, like I want to get in front of the camera and...
I mean, yes, for me it's like I don't get a job, I want a job, you know, and I don't pretend to be in front of the camera. I take this job very easy, but I put all my stuff, my mind, my body into this job. All the time I put myself.
That's an interesting perspective. When you reach out to photographers, or when photographers reach out to you, do you take part in the creative process, or do you say, you're the photographer, how do you want to photograph me?
So the same thing about taxis. I'm very organized with everything, you know, so I want to know what we are going to do. Sometimes I have to follow your idea. What's the name? Idea.
However you say it. How do you say it?
Your idea about the shooting, but I will try to help. You know, if you have a mood board, I will try to follow the mood board, and we can speak together about the shooting and everything, you know. So yes, for me it's very hard to follow 100% photographer for free test. If a shooting like a job, I will follow you. Really, if you can put me on whatever you want, like a yellow dress, I'm happy with that. But if we are doing something for both.
No yellow dress.
No yellow dress, please. It's not the color for me, you know, like black dress, yes. But I'm trying my best because you do want something different with me. So sometimes I have to trust people and say, yes, okay, but I want to put a little bit of Bea inside, you know.
I understand.
So I try to understand before what they want to do and be ready for that in my best way.
How do you perfect your skills now as a model? Because you've been doing this for a very long time. How do you learn new things? How do you keep evolving? How do you keep changing with the times?
So what I think is try different stuff. Go out of your comfort zone, you know, because sometimes, you know, I do this since 9 years, but I have my comfort zone. So sometimes it's better when I change my style, my comfort zone, and also look on Instagram, other people, try new pose, try new photographer, or like follow people, you know. I think this is more important, like sometimes, because you can't stay basic forever. You have to improve yourself and your skills.
I'm constantly trying to evolve my photography and actually work with different models. I would say the last year I really started shooting plus size models. Before that, I didn't shoot many. One, because like you said, there weren't a lot on the boards, and it wasn't that big of a push in the industry.
Yeah.
Like now I feel everything's about inclusion and plus size models and everything like that.
A lot.
Have you felt that surge when that wave came where it was like, oh snaps, now everybody wants a plus size model on their website? Did you feel that? Like,
yeah, I feel that because when I started, of course, my jobs was terrible. So I remember that they pay me like 100 sometimes for all day shooting. And then when I was ready, all the clients wanted a curvy model, like a plus size model, and I was one of the only, not the only one, but in my agency there was not a lot of model ready to do a big client. So I saw the difference between like a period without clients and then the year when everything changed.
Everything changed, yeah. So what advice would you give to a new plus size model starting out, or just a regular model in general? Because I do understand, you know, when I shoot plus size models, we're conscious of this pose may work, may not work, or shoot things a little differently because of X. Like, what advice would you give to someone just starting out?
So I think this sounds fake, but for me it's very important to be yourself, because the clients know. Sometimes I have clients that they ask me to come back since many years because they like me, they like my personality. So first of all, be real. Second of all, modeling job is not just your problem. I don't know how to explain this in English, but the clients decide if you can be a model or not. So some girls, they really try very hard, but they don't get any job. So it's not your fault if you don't get a job. You're beautiful and you're amazing. Please don't be stressed about it or very sad. And be patient. What's the passion? Because you can start and work next year and not this year. So a lot of calm down yourself and say, I try my best all the time. Try your best. Be nice. Be real. Yeah, for me this is very important. When I just start to modeling, I send a message to this model, very famous on Instagram, like million of followers, and I ask her what a big advice you can give me. And she say, be yourself, because clients know your attitude, your way to move, your body, your way to be confident. People can know if you are fake, if you are not sure about yourself. Many models, like a plus size model, they say, I'm very shy with my body. This is why I want to try to be a model. No, it's not that. It's not like this. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
When you're ready to show your body, you can be a model. Do another things if you are shy, you know, go to the beach in front of the mirror, but just try to be model when you are ready to be a model, because if not, there are many girls and there is a competition with other girls, and if you are not strong enough, the competition can kill you, you know. So be real, but don't stress a lot, because this is like a singer. I can't be a singer, not in my life, because I sing so bad. But this is why I don't try, I don't be, you know, stressed about it. Modeling the same jobs, because many millions of girls try to be a model, but not everyone can be a model. So don't be stressed, and be yourself. For me, this is very important, because people can know.
So doing this for 9 years, what's next on the horizon for you? What goals are you trying to reach? Where do you see yourself going in the future?
Oh, well, this is a good question. I really don't have an answer. I have a lot of answer about that. Yeah, now I'm trying to get many clients as possible in New York. So in America, this now is my dream. Then what I want to do is save my money and finish university, because I was studying in Milano, but now I can't do that because I'm very busy around, you know, all the countries. So of course I will finish university, and who never know. I think I'm very good in this job, so maybe one day I can be a manager, or I can work in yes, in an agency, because I know this job. So sometimes I'm already ready to be a manager for this job.
Would you ever want to open up your own agency?
I don't think so, because I'm very close to my model agency. So maybe one day when I will stop to modeling, I will ask her, like, to my manager, can you please give me a job so we can work together? Yeah, well, I will see, you know.
Would you ever like to live in the US, or do you see yourself based out of Europe and you travel around the world?
I don't know, because I really like New York, but I have a twin sister, so I want to stay close to her. So I think Europe sometimes is, you know, I think it's best choosing. Like, if I have to choose, Europe is the best, I think.
Nice. Well, good luck with everything, and I appreciate you for sitting down talking.
Thank you.